Hey guys, if we reach 1,000 likes, we'll be giving out 2 of our new shirts. All you gotta do is click like, subscribe, and turn on notifications.
Good morning, afternoon, or evening, everyone. My name is Skindred, and sometimes it's just the right time for a change. To get into something different and broaden our horizons. So, today we're going to do something completely different from normal. Nah, I'm just messing with you, it's an MLP vid. But just because we do a lot of MLP stuff, doesn't mean we don't like other things. Or that we don't enjoy when our favorite pony-based franchise sneaks in little homages to their favorite outside materials. And that's why today, we're counting down our top 10 picks for references in MLP. Number 10. Pinkie Pie, Defender of Gotham. This one is far less of a subtle wink-wink, nudge-nudge, so much as it is a party cannon going off in your face. In Season 4, Episode 7, titled Bats, they really did away with any sort of masquerade, having Pinkie Pie shine a flashlight with her cutie mark printed on it straight into the clouds if she finds anything suspicious. The obvious nod to the bat signal pulled many a pleased chuckle from the fans of the Caped Crusader. Number 9. The Bird or the Cage. This one is a far sight more subtle than number 10. And, as a huge fan of BioShock, it shames me to admit the fact that I didn't catch this one my first time seeing the episode. It appears in the 22nd episode of Season 4, titled Trade Ya. Keep an ear out, you might hear that title again. During the scene, Rarity and Applejack wander the streets of the Rainbow Falls Traders Exchange. Meanwhile, in the background, there are a pair of ponies meandering past, carrying a bird cage. If these two ponies look suspiciously familiar to anyone who played BioShock Infinite, don't worry, you're not stuck in a warped timeline. It's just the ponified versions of the Lutece twins. Number 8. A Spoonful of Discord. In the first half of the Season 4 finale, Twilight's Kingdom, we see Discord float down to speak to the main six on an umbrella while wearing a red and white striped scarf and carrying a handbag. If a certain name doesn't pop into your head, then I'm afraid you've taken terribly ill. We prescribe an immediate viewing of Mary Poppins, mixed thoroughly with just a spoonful of sugar. Now that reference might be just a little old for their target audience, but a part of me, and I'm going to be showing my age here, hopes desperately that a classic like Mary Poppins hasn't gone by the wayside yet. Right? Number 7. Philly Water. We've all had that friend that asks for way too much when they're sick, and that friend who has an unhealthy obsession with Harry Potter. Well, in episode 11 of Season 4, Discord shows us what happens when those two friends combine, requesting a magic spell to cure disease, while he, Twilight, and Cadence are dressed in official Hogwarts robes, standing in front of an oddly Hogwarts-like castle. Also, come on, Hasbro. We all know Twilight's a Ravenclaw, not a Gryffindor. Anyone who disagrees can fight me in the comments. Number 6. Every pony loves fezzes. I have a feeling that you've all seen this character around the internet. Any cameo that brings both the MLP and the Doctor Who fandoms out to play is bound to take the internet by storm. So, it's a pretty well-known fact that in Season 4, Episode 16, It Ain't Easy Bein' Breezies, a pony with an hourglass cutie mark, a collar, tie, and a hairstyle suspiciously similar to that of David Tennant walks through the background with a pony sporting a cutie mark in the shape of a rose. They just better be glad Pinkie didn't find the TARDIS before they made it back. Though that would make for a very interesting crossover. Number 5. Noms La Noms. In the 12th edition of the MLP Friends Forever comic, there's a little tilt of the hat to anime fans. This comes in the form of the main character from Kill la Kill, Ryuko, and her loyal sidekick Mako, ponified for a one-panel appearance. A short-lived visit to be certain, though I have a feeling Ryuko would say that almost any length would be too short. Number 4. God of Horns. Hey, Remember Season 4, Episode 22, Trade Ya? That's right, the one with the BioShock reference. Well, apparently Hasbro was on a video game kick. Because just a bit later in the episode, one of the ponies running a stall that Rainbow Dash and Fluttershy visit could very easily put on war paint and become the perfect pony OC of our favorite murderous, ash-covered godkiller, Kratos. Why they would choose to slip references from games as violent as BioShock and God of War into a pony show, I have no idea, but I'm very glad they did. Number 3. Crash Mill. Ah, Crash Bandicoot. A retro classic, truly. It really hits me right in the nostalgia. Except for the fact that I never actually played the first one. If you were anything like me and missed out on the Crash hype, you probably didn't notice this little soundbite in episode 6 of the first season. In the episode, Rainbow Dash twirls the Ponyville windmill. A windmill with a very distinctive sound effect. The same sound can be heard after hitting a spinning platform on the 3rd level of the first Crash Bandicoot game. Whether this was a happy coincidence of similar sound design choice, or an intentional allusion to one of the PlayStation era's greats, it was still a fun little discovery for Crash fans that had a bit of a detective side. I'm personally inclined to believe that Rainbow Dash being turned into a tornado just afterwards is a bit of a sign that it wasn't just a coincidence. Number 2. Springtrap Glimmer. I think we can all agree that the premiere episode of Season 5 was a fair bit darker than anyone expected. I'd even go so far as to call it freaky. What with its clear Orwellian influences and dystopian themes, along with multiple horror-esque scenes. But nothing was outright taken from horror material, right? Nothing was ripped straight from a horror book, or a movie, or a game. Or at least, that's what most of us thought. Until we listened a little closer to the sound effect when Starlight Glimmer rounds on the group. I know hearing the same sound effect made by Springtrap in Five Nights at Freddy's 3 was more than just a bit surprising. I guess Hasbro likes a good jump scare every now and then, too. Number 1. Slender in the Bushes. I have no doubt that the vast majority of you guys saw this one coming a mile away. Who would have thought Slender Man would make an appearance in a kids show about ponies, though? It's the kind of thing you tell your friends who aren't fans of the show, just to watch them miss it in the episode a few times. I know when I first heard about it, I had to go watch the actual episode myself, and pause it to believe the images and videos weren't just doctored. But it's real alright. In Season 4, Episode 9, Pinkie Apple Pie, if you pause right as Pinkie tackles Applejack near the end of the episode, you can clearly see Slender Man just watching from the bushes. It's only a few frames, and it's gone before the tackle is fully over, but it's there, complete with stylistic white outline and everything. What did you think of the list? Were there any you would have changed? Tell us in the comments or come yell at us in our Discord. Hit that subscribe button if you want to support the channel, and drop a like if you want to boost my ego. I've been Skindred, and I'll see you guys in another video soon.